What's going on, y'all? Fast Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some more NBA. And breaking news, Derrick Rose has just been traded to the New York Knicks. Yes, that's right. The former NBA MVP, the three-time All-Star, and Chicago's very own Derrick Rose gets traded to the New York Knicks in a huge, by name, trade. Um, I'm a Bulls fan, so this trade hits very close to home. Am I sad to see Derrick Rose go? Yes. Did it need to happen? Probably. And I'll explain why. But first, let me get into the details of the actual trade. So the Bulls send, obviously, Derrick Rose, 2017 second round pick, and Justin Holiday to the Knicks. And they are getting in return Jerry Grant, point guard, Robin Lopez at center, and Jose Calderon, who's a backup point guard. Jaren Grant is a very nice young piece in this deal. I really liked him a lot at the end of last year. He had some great games for the Knicks, so he's a nice, promising young point guard that the Bulls could plug into their system, and hopefully he can flourish under Hoiberg's offense. Robin Lopez, sturdy, solid as they come in terms of down low. I know Noah is probably going to leave, and so is Pau Gasol. So Robin Lopez is probably that replacement for the Bulls. It's a very solid center, and again, like I said, Jose Calderon is probably just a throw in that trade. So that's the actual trade. Now, in terms of my thoughts on the deal, like I said, am I sad to see Derrick Rose go? Yes, of course. I was a big Derrick Rose fan. But did this trade need to happen? Yes. Derrick Rose was going to walk from the Bulls next year. Pretty certain about that. Now, it wasn't a fact, but he was going to walk in free agency. And the reason I say that is because Derrick Rose knew the cap, was going to go up. And Derrick Rose let Bulls management know that he was going to demand a, I'm not going to say a max contract because no team would be foolish enough to give him a max contract. He doesn't deserve anywhere close to that. But he was going to demand top dollar. And the Bulls decided, you know what, we've been through this before with the way Rose has been the past 4 years or so, and with the injuries and not being the same, and everyone knows Derrick Rose has not been the same player. We're not going to fall into this trap again. Let's just trade him and get something in return before we lose him for nothing. So that was the Bulls' way of thinking, and I can't fault them for that. Now, New York is probably thinking, you know what, we're down to Melo's end of his prime. Let's just make some sort of a move. Let's do an upgrade. Let's make the playoffs, whatnot. So that's why for them it was a calculated risk. Now, bear in mind here, even if Derrick Rose has a great year, and I don't doubt that he could have a good year, he'll still be a free agent and he could still walk. So for Knicks fans that are very excited about this, I'm just letting you know Rose will still be a free agent at the end of the year. So it's a calculated risk, I guess, for the New York Knicks. With that being said, look, from Bulls' perspective, everything sort of went downhill when they fired Tom Thibodeau, and I'm not gonna get into all that. I wasn't on board when they did that either. But here's what it comes down to for me: to you play to win the game, right? So the Bulls need to construct a championship roster. At their peak, and I'm going back to 2011, when Derrick Rose was the MVP, they were the best ranked team in the Eastern Conference at 62 wins, and they had Tom Thibodeau. They couldn't get past LeBron James at that point. LeBron James has been to 6 straight NBA Finals, and he still looks like he's in his peak and probably at the middle or the back end of his prime. LeBron James is not going anywhere, which means if you couldn't beat LeBron James at that point when you were at your best, when Rose was at his MVP best, there is no way in hell you were going to beat him now. So it was just time to sort of rebuild and just get a new group of guys in here because you just knew this was not working. So that's my perspective, and that's why I felt like this trade needed to happen. Now, am I happy with the actual trade? Sort of. I guess they could have gotten more. I wish they got a first round pick. Like I said, we don't know what the market dictated. You can only get what you are offered. So if Garden Packs did their due diligence and this is what the market was offering, then this might have been the best trade. I just wish they would have gotten a couple of first round picks, but that's neither here nor there. Again, so those are my thoughts on Derrick Rose being traded. I wish him the best of luck in New York. I am sad to see him go, but it's a business move and it needed to happen. The Bulls will probably be making many, many more moves this summer. It's a beginning of a rebuild, which needed to happen. So let me know what you guys think about the Derrick Rose trade. Leave a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.